Ladies and gentlemen, boys and squirrels, it's a me, a Mario. Well, I'm not Mario, but you know the saying. Welcome to the stream. Tonight, we are going to be making my bingo card for tomorrow's Nintendo Direct, which I will be live streaming. So go ahead and set your notifications now. I will be live reacting to the Nintendo Direct tomorrow morning. And if there's some good reactions in there, I'll be highlight clipping them out. Not because they fit with the vibe of the channel, but because they're fun. And I like having that for me. So, that being said, whew, we are, you work? Amor, that's what the VOD's for. I got you covered. Don't worry. I got you covered. We're all good. So, we're going to be doing the bingo card tonight. I kind of have to temper my... I have to temper my voice because I'm still technically on vocal rest from hurting my throat. But I am on the mend. I will be okay. Your favorite YouTuber is not going anywhere. So... I am still on the mend from that, so I have to be careful. Although, you know, if they announce Ocarina of Time remake tomorrow, bro, I'm cooked. Like, I'm cooked. So, but I also have to temper, like, what I expect to be there, what I want to be there, but also what I think, like, not necessarily just putting, like, oh, these are the rumors that I've heard that I know are confirmed that are supposed to be here. I kind of have to go based on my own interpretation, which I do have a couple already picked out, and I have a couple like copium ones. So what did I do? Well, okay. So I think for those who don't know, what happened with my throat was I think I just overused it in the span of like a week and a half. Because I did 2 Pragmata streams back to back. That totaled out to about 7 hours, 7.5 hours, I think. And then I did not give myself proper rest after that. And then, excuse me. And then from there, I did the next weekend. I did 2 podcast episodes back to back and another 3.5 hour Pragmata stream. And the whole time, instead of talking like this and like letting the microphone actually do the work, I was like, oh my gosh, guys, can you believe this thing in Pragmata? So like, it was like I was yelling for like hours. So I think I just like blew out my voice, and I had already been like taking a rest from streaming and all of that. So I just wasn't used to it. So like, I'll be fine. It's not like I, tore my vocal cords or anything. So I just also have to make sure I'm drinking more too to keep it all well moisturized. Oh, that's a gross word. Anyway, what's up, Truth PM 7 RP? Welcome. Let's go ahead. You know what, guys? Let's go ahead and get into this bingo sheet. Oh, I pressed the button. It didn't work. There we go. Haha. I also reconfigured some of my stream stuff. So hopefully it all works out. I think that audio is way too loud. You need to come down. Okay, before we start, how is the music audio quality? How we doing? In terms of leveling? Make sure the music's not too loud, because otherwise you're not going to be able to hear me. So yeah, just tell me how it sounds, how we're looking. Bing, bang, boom, bam, bop. My middle one is Rip My Wallet. Yeah, that's real. So... Oh, you were just watching the Nerdiest podcast? I saw your comment on the Digital Circus episode. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed the Spanish bit. That was... I love recording in person because we get to do so many different kinds of bits. And it just makes it super fun. So, here's my bingo sheet so far. I just put a couple on here because I'm torn on whether or not I want to do images or text. I feel like text is easier and faster, but the images look better. You know what I'm saying? Like, So I think I'm going to do images because that's more fun. So we're gonna do it here. You guys get to watch me like a live edit in Canva. Here's what we're gonna do. I want a frame that is just a square. Thank you for making that massive. Okay, close that. I don't need that. Well, I will need it here in a minute. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? Just line it up to that. Boom. There we go. Okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be kind of perfect. Okay. Oh, there's a much easier way to do this. And then we zoom out. We go boom, 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 boom. Then duplicate. Haha. Yep. Center it up. That's it. That's it. All right, and then boom. Boom, boom. Bam. All right, so based on this bingo sheet, if they announce Persona 4 Revival, I get a bingo. No. I am going to... I'm actually going to replace that. No, what are you doing? Grab the wrong one. There we go. Okay. And then go all the way down. Okay. So I've got, 49 spaces to fill? So let's jump right into it. I definitely think we're going to see Persona 4 Revival. I think that's a lock, in my humble opinion. I think that's one that, like, I watched the Xbox showcase yesterday, and I was, like, kind of shocked that it wasn't there more than anything else. Not me being a perfectionist. Hold on. No, stop. I just want you to move, like, just a little bit. Okay, it's fine. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not even gonna stress about it. So yeah, I think Persona 4 Revival is a lock. Where did I get my frame? I just Googled Nintendo Direct Bingo sheet, and it popped up. So some of the ones I think are a lock is Persona 4. TBH, I think Genshin Impact is a lock. They added the account system on the back end for Switch 2, and I guess one of their big updates, like the big Genshin update, comes out next week or the week after or this week, somewhere in like sometime in June. They're doing a big Genshin update, so that would be the perfect time to introduce like a whole new group of players to Genshin. That's all I'm saying. I am gonna put Mario Kart World DLC down, and I am going to take the text and specify that it's DLC so that I know. I have some in here that I was speculating with the thumbnail. I would like to see My Hero All's Justice. I don't think it'll be there. Is there anything else in my Canva that I'm like, aha, that's gonna be there? I don't think so, because I wouldn't have been working on that before. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna throw Helldivers 2 on here. The ultimate cope. TBH. The ultimate cope in Helldivers 2. Okay. So let me open up my Google. That's not how you spell that. I gotta get the image for the next one. That's not how you spell that. I just can't spell. Dude, I'm so cooked, bro. Okay. So, the next one I'm going to add is, it was the one that was on here. It's Minecraft Switch 2 edition. Let's put that right there. Then we're going to call this NS2 edition. Okay, you are really big. I need you to tone it down a notch. There we go. Bigger, just a little more. Okay. So Minecraft Switch 2 Edition also got rated. That's one of the ones that I'm like, I'm trying to not, I'm trying to not, like, get my hopes up for it, but I really want it. So that's what frames do. Yeah, frames are like an open image that you just drag and drop images into. Another one, I saw it the other day. Oh, Luigi's Mansion 4. I don't know what I'm going to put for that image. I think I'm just going to put Luigi. I think I'm going to steal Nintendo Life's thing here. We're just going to put Luigi right there. And that'll be my Luigi's Mansion 4 tile. Okay, so let me get a couple of the obvious ones out of the way. Oh my gosh, I saw a Zelda Ocarina of Time, and I looked up, and it was on the official Nintendo site, and for some reason, I thought they had, like, leaked or prematurely announced the remake, and my heart skipped a beat for a hot second. Okay, Ocarina of Time remake is on there. We're also gonna put, let me cope here, chat. Someone make a logo. Yeah, I'm stealing from Andres Restart. Hopefully he doesn't get mad. It's okay. We're kind of chill. We're chill like that. You know what I'm saying? Zelda 40th, I think will be there. Dare I say? And then also the I got two more Zelda ones. I got two more Zelda ones, guys. We'll go with this one, stealing this image from CBR. Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. Lock in, gamers. I'm a little cracked here, okay? I'm like, if it doesn't happen, that's fine. So I have that, and then I have... do I want to put the Zelda movie on there? I actually don't think I want... I don't think I want to put the Zelda movie on there, because I think it's still too early to see the Zelda movie. They just wrapped filming in April. I don't think they're ready to share a trailer yet. I think that will come in the September Direct, because that's when we got the first trailer for the Mario Galaxy movie. And that movie came out in April of this year, and they teased it in September of last year. So I think because the Zelda movie comes out in September or April of next year, they're going to not show it until September of this year. So that's just me. Okay. What else am I hoping and coping here for? What else could I possibly be hoping and coping? Let me think of like some third-party stuff that I saw. Oh, Persona 6. I don't know why I didn't think I was going to put that on there. Not Crunchyroll making a post about Persona 6. When did Crunchyroll start getting into video game news? You are an anime site, my friend. Okay, Persona 6. Oh, there was another... There were other games that were shown. There were other games that were shown that I was like, oh, that's coming to Switch, but I feel like they're waiting to share a trailer. You know what? I think this might be a freebie. I'm going to put Final Fantasy VII Revelation on here, because you have to think the average person they're marketing a direct to is someone who is not necessarily watching the they are not watching Summer Games Fest. They are not watching the Xbox event. They're not watching the PlayStation event. Some of that, I think, is like they're trying to market specifically to Nintendo fans with that. So Nintendo fans may not know, like, you know, if you don't follow if you don't follow Nintendo on Twitter, right? Like, they may not know that Final Fantasy VII Revelation is launching on Switch 2 same day as all the other platforms. Let me look. There was a game that I was like, oh my gosh. I just need like a list that I was, because yep, Final Fantasy VII, we know that. Pal World 1.0. Could you imagine if they put Pal World on Switch? Oh, Star Wars Zero Company. Yeah, I was like, that feels like that should be there. Oh, you know what? I know what I'm gonna put. I know what I'm gonna put. IGN like bricked my site, so now I can't get back. That's fine. That's fine. I didn't even want to anyway. I already lost it. It was right there. I was like, oh, that's a freebie. I looked at it and I was like, oh yeah, that's it. Where'd it go? Why can I not? Oh, Call of Duty. That's what it was. Chat, what's the new Call of Duty? What's the name of the new one? Is it Modern Warfare 4? What's the new Call of Duty that they just announced for Switch 2? Is it Black Ops or is it Modern Warfare? I probably could have just searched Call of Duty Switch 2. Okay, well, that's not helpful. They just announced it. There it is, Modern Warfare 4. I don't play COD, but I think this is a freebie spot for me. That, I think, is a freebie right there. I think that'll definitely be in there. Okay. We're going to do... There's one space that I'm going to do that you got to just trust me on this one. It's going to be... I'm going to put it right here. That is a Switch 2. You might be thinking, what is that? I'm going to put text over it. New Switch 2 editions. Sorry. Game editions. I'm going to have to make that so small. Okay. So that can be for any Switch game. I don't think I need game. No, because I'll know what that means. So that's for any new Switch 2. Switch 2. Oh, Fire Emblem. True. 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 I don't know why I didn't think to put Fire Emblem on here. Fortune's Weave. That's probably another easy lock. Honestly. I would have come back to it. I would have gotten there eventually. All right, we got Fire Emblem on there. You know what? I'm coping on this one. I'm coping on this. I put it on the thumbnail. Where are you? There you are. So this one is separate from new Switch 2 editions because, and if they announce I don't know. Can that one be a? Can that be the same? Because if they announce a Xenoblade 2 Switch 2 edition, would that also count for new Switch 2 editions? Because I feel like they would do a dedicated section for a Xenoblade Switch 2. Also, Dusk Bloods is another lock, TBH. That'll get a date, I bet you. I bet you that one gets a date. Put you right there. Put you right there above. Okay. So we're running low on spaces here. What games do I want to come to Switch to? Listen. This diagonal one right here, that's not impossible. It's not impossible. I'm trying to think. Furukawa said they were talking about having a robust software lineup for the rest of the year to justify the price increase on Switch 2. So I'm trying to think what he could possibly mean by that. New Metroid? I mean, I don't know. It feels too soon for a Metroid. Let me look. There are some third-party games that I want ported. I know I put Helldivers, Persona, and Minecraft on there. Let me look. There are some games that I'm like, oh, I wish that got ported, and it probably will at some point. Oh, Doom the Dark Ages. A port of that wouldn't be awful, because they did just show off new footage for that. Okay, IGN, are you gonna let me go back? Thank you. I wanted to go to the Xbox showcase now. I'm not turning on an ad. I'm not turning off my ad blocker. Thank you very much. Oh, Sea of Thieves would be cool. Doom the Dark Ages. That one makes sense. I think the only one from the Xbox showcase that I could see getting shown is what? Halo Campaign Evolved? Is that what it's called? Campaign Evolved. That one was going multi-plat, even though I know Xbox didn't want to do that. So that might be the only time we get... Actually, I do not want to put Halo there. I want to put Halo, like, there. Oh, I got my gun games here in the corner. My 3 gun games. I should put 3 ball games up here. For the real gamer. Oh, Switch Sports. Switch Sports 2. Electric Boogaloo. TBH. I think is a smasher hit for like August. I can see him putting like a Switch 2 Sports in August, and then Fire Emblem in September. Do they have a July game? They do. It's Splatoon Raiders. I would put Honkai Star Rail on here because that's the one I want more than Genshin, but I think Hoyo might start with Genshin, see how that goes, and then decide if they want to put resources into Honkai or even Wuthering Waves. Is that the other one? No, Zenless Zone Zero. Choked on my water. Dying over. I'm not going to see the direct. Oh, There was another one that I was like, oh, that would make a lot of sense. I'm trying to think back through like games I would love to see. I already pay it. You know what? I'm going to say it. I think maybe, just maybe, I don't know if Atlas would do this. But they could, because they don't have a game coming out until February. I'm going to put Metaphor ReFantazio on here. Let me be so real. I'm putting Metaphor ReFantazio on here because to the Atlas, from an Atlas business perspective, in general, they don't have anything until February. But from an Atlas Nintendo perspective, they don't have anything until February. So now would be the perfect time to drop Metaphor ReFantazio, let people play it and finish it, and then they're ready for Persona 4 Revival in February. If they drop Metaphor in like September, October, I'm cooking. I think I'm cooking on that one. I'll put Expedition 33 on here. I think it could come. And if it does, I might play it because I've heard it's like French Xenoblade. But that's the crazy thing, is it's not French Xenoblade. I've looked at the gameplay. It's like French Persona without the Persona-ness of it. So speaking of Persona, we're going to put it down here next to Persona 6. The next thing I was going to put on here is... I'm going to say it. I think they're going to do a third Fighter's Pass for Smash. I think they'll do Smash Ultimate Switch 2 Edition, and it'll come with a third Fighter's Pass. So we're going to say Switch 2 Edition. Yeah, I think we're getting a new Smash. Not a new Smash. I'm sorry. Oh, dude, hold on. Oh, that's another good one that I could put on here is, anybody have good quality box art I can use? You guys are not helping me out here. Nope. Nope. Not what I wanted to do. There we go. That'll work. I only have 2 spots left. Really? All right, we're going to put Jedi Fallen Order right there. Boom. I need me a new Star Wars game on Switch. Come on now. Outlaws did pretty good. Now put Jedi Fallen Order on there. And Jedi Survivor. And also, think about it. I heard they're working on a third one. So now's a great time to dump the first 2 on Switch 2. Get people into it. And then you do a kind of like Final Fantasy, where they catch up the platform that's new, like Switch 2. And then do a like all like multi-plat release for the third one. And then everyone's on board. 1 fabled slot left. Fighters Pass 3 bold. Yes. Yes. That is copium right there. So it's kind of all encompassed in my Switch 2 edition, Fighters Pass 3. I'm going to count either one of those. So let me think. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Ring Fit Adventure 2 would go crazy. I think they're going to save that for like next year or 2028 though. Let the install base build a little more. That's the crazy thing is like Nintendo is in a position where they could literally do like sequels to some of the most popular Switch games. Think like Switch Sports. Oh, excuse me. Oh. They could do Switch Sports. They could do what was the other one? Ring Fit, right? Like they could do all of these like sequels to games that were popular on Switch and just do it again and have great success. Like they're kind of set. They're sitting clean. One more spot. I want to give it to a Nintendo IP. Oh, that's true. We do have the WTF game. I think my WTF game is Helldivers. I'm gonna be so real. That's my like what? I want to put another Nintendo game on here because most of this is third party. If you really look at it, let me hold on. What's the split here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of the slot. Did I count that? 14 potentially. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have a decent amount of third-party stuff on here, but I want to put another Nintendo game on here because that's what they're here to announce. F-Zero? Oh no, I want a bingo. I don't want to lose. Although, if I put F-Zero in this bottom slot, and we got like Luigi's Mansion 4, Ocarina of Time remake, Wind Waker and or Twilight Princess on Switch, and F-Zero, dude, that'd be crazy. Do I dare say 3D Mario tease? Everybody's like, we're gonna see 3D Mario tomorrow. I'm like, no, we're not. That's like a September thing. Like, especially if it's not coming out until next year, which I don't think it is. And all of the leaks would agree and say they're not coming out. It's not coming out until next year. I don't think they're gonna show a new 3D Mario here. I really don't. I think from the Mario franchise, I think Luigi's Mansion is your best bet. And then in September, I can make an argument that they would show the new 3D Mario. I think that's a much better use of your I don't want to say time, but like your resources. What is another Nintendo game that I would love to see? I mean, TBH, if they show off what are you yapping about? Oh, you're telling me about Nintendo Switch 2 software releasing second half of 2026. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's how it always goes, though. Second half. But that doesn't... I don't think that rules out, like, a September Direct, though. Like, because the September Direct would be like, oh, focusing on releasing games first half of 2027. I'm trying to think, what Nintendo game are we missing? Because I don't want to say, like, Tomodachi Life DLC, because I also don't think that's a... I don't think we're getting Tomodachi Life DLC. I know there's a lot of people coping. So 2027? No 2027 in the Direct tomorrow? Well, I mean, there always could be. Like, they always do that kind of... They pull that kind of stuff all the time. Like, they show off stuff whenever they want. If it's a big franchise... Mario is really the only one that could realistically pull that off. Where it's like, boom, there's that. Now you're gonna wait till 2027, and we won't show you anything again until January. I mean, maybe a new Kirby game. Because we got Kirby Air Riders, but we haven't gotten like a new like side-scrolling or a 2D. You know, hold on. I think I might have cooked myself here. I keep forgetting they're going to announce Switch games as well. I don't think there'll be any new ones. Like, I think they're done with like brand new games for Switch. I do already have Twilight Princess and Wind Waker on here. Right there under the free space. And I think those would go to Switch. I think they would treat the Wind Waker Twilight Princess ports the same way they did Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, where they have a little bit of enhanced performance and such on Switch 2, but they're more like they're Switch games. Like, gosh, what do I want? That's the question. What do I want that I think would be sick? Because, like, see, here's the thing. Like I said, if they show Persona 4 Revival and Ocarina of Time, I'm sold. Like, I'm done. Like, anything else from that is extra. I'd be pretty hyped for Genshin, too, because I haven't had a platform that I could consistently play Genshin on. I know I started it on PS4, but, like, I never played on my PS4. So if it came to Switch 2, I would be more inclined to play it more often because I'm on my Switch more often. What? I already got Xenoblade on there. So we have Xenoblade Rep. There was a Kirby Planet Robobot remaster. That would be another good one. And I think any new Switch games would be ports and remasters. I don't think they're like dumping like developer time into like brand new Switch games. I think Rhythm Heaven is it. And that's because they announced it like a year ago. Like they announced that at the beginning of last year. In the March Direct last year. So, at the same time as Tomodachi Life, by the way. So, I think that's the last, like, new one. I don't think... I mean, I would say Tomodachi Life Switch 2 edition, but that would fall under the new Switch 2 editions. And also, I don't know why they would do a Switch 2 edition 2-3 months after launch. That would be really strange. To, like, well, we're not far enough out that, like, why did it not launch with, you know, unless it was like Animal Crossing where it was like, here's an update and, oh, dude, new Animal Crossing. Oh, do they, ooh, do I dare say they tease a new Animal Crossing? Is that too far out? Because we just got that update for New Horizons in January. And that felt like a shut up, here's your Animal Crossing stuff on Switch 2. Stop asking us for a new one. Ah. Oh, dude. That's a good contender. I think a new 2D Metroid is also a good contender. There was that, is it Samus Returns rumor? ARMS 2, all mouse controlled. It's like Dragon Drive. It's all mouse controls. See, I'm thinking of things, but I don't think they're like worth putting on there. I do think new Animal Crossing is a little too early. Have we gotten to anything Donkey Kong this year? I know Bonanza just came out last year, but I know Nintendo also kind of tries to keep all of their franchises on a yearly rotation. I would put down new Monolith IP, but I feel like that would be too much. You know what I mean? Because there's also like that rumor that Monolith is the one working on the Ocarina of Time remake. And if they're doing that, then they're not working on their new IP. Oh, a remake of Super Metroid. That's what it was. We only got one spot left. Or I could take someone's spot away. Like I could take Helldivers off. You know what? We're gonna take Helldivers off, even though it's like my big cope. And I'm gonna put a thank you. Kirby should be Nintendo's flagship. All right, that's a crazy take. Okay, I'm putting Kirby here. That is for any new Kirby game. It could be a new 3D game, a new 2D game. It could be the Planet Robobot remaster that we were just talking about. So I'm going to put a new Kirby game on here. I think that's pretty likely. One that's exclusive to Switch 2. I don't want to put like Star Fox on here because I don't think they're going to put Star Fox in the Direct. Like, I think they've done enough marketing. And it comes out in 2 weeks. Like, I don't think they're going to put... And they just did an overview trailer, like, last week. So I don't think... a game nobody cares about? Yeah, like a farming sim or something. We've gotten all the Persona games. It's not like we're missing any except the 2 they just announced. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to take something off and put something else on here that I think is more likely. I just need to... Hold on. Let me do a fact check real quick. I don't think it has a date. I might be wrong. If it doesn't have a date, then... Okay. It does not. Okay. So... This is one that I'm going to put on there. What am I going to get rid of? I'm going to get rid of My Hero. I'm sorry, anime fans, but we're going to put a different anime game in there. I think Orbitals is going to get a release date because that's a Switch 2 third-party exclusive. Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition, I think, is a lock, but I'm not going to put it on my sheet. Oh, Nintendo, lock in and do a friggin' Super Mario 3D Land port. I dare you. That would go crazy. Remake Skyward Sword again, but only with mouse controls. Miitopia 2 would be great. What is my gut telling me? Did Age of Imprisonment never got DLC, did it? I could see... I feel like I would put Age of Imprisonment DLC under Zelda's 40th, though. Like, that's something, if they did, kind of like they did for Mario, where they were like, the first 10 minutes of this Direct is going to be all about Mario's 40th. If they did something like that with... if they did something like that with with Zelda's 40th, then they would be able to throw that in there. I don't think there's any other games that I'm like, that needs to come to Switch. At least it's not already confirmed. So now Hi-Fi Rush is a good pick. Hi-Fi Rush would be a good one. Yeah, the most they will do for Star Fox is just remind people it's coming in 2 weeks for 30 seconds. Yeah, they'll do like a little like, hey, boom, or it'll go in the sizzle reel at the end, where they're like, games coming to Nintendo Switch 2, and it'll be like Star Fox, Splatoon Raiders, Rhythm Heaven, that kind of stuff. Let's use our thinking caps. Okay, I need one more thing. One more thing. What is the one more thing? Because the way Nate the Hate was talking about the Direct makes it sound like Ocarina of Time Remake is not the one more thing. Which makes me wonder, like, what could be the one more thing? New Joy-Cons or a new Switch 2 Special Edition? You could. I feel like they're saving that for Ocarina of Time, though. At least that's the rumor. I want like an outlandish, like crazy one. Where I'm like, this is crazy. It's never going to happen. But it would be really sick if it did. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's never going to happen. But it would be really cool if it did. I'm trying to think. What are we missing? Like, there's nothing on Fortnite. Fortnite Battle Pass. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. 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 I got it. Boom. Wii NSO. Boom. That's my bingo sheet. That's the one more thing. I mean, it's not the one more thing. That would be a terrible one more thing. That's a really bad. Yeah, 15AXX, you got me. Like right as I put it on there. Wii for NSO. That's my guess. Is we're gonna get Wii on NSO. Although they'll prove me wrong and they'll do like DS first. All right, let me re-examine the bingo card here. Let's go line by line. Re-examine the sheet and see what we got. All right. So starting us off, Persona 4 Revival. I think that's a pretty solid lock. I think that's a good get. Minecraft Switch 2 edition has already been rated, so that's real. Whether or not they show it is a different story. Luigi's Mansion 4, I think, would be pretty neat and cool. Nintendo Switch Sports 2. If they don't add baseball, cooked. All right, cooked. Because I can't believe they did a Switch Sports game without baseball. That's crazy. Baseball and boxing? Are you for real? Like, gross. Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, I feel like is a lock. I really hope they show something with that game that makes me want to play a Fire Emblem game. You know what I'm saying? Like, show me something that makes it look interesting to me. That's what I hope for. And then Metaphor ReFantazio, I think is another good pick. I think Atlas is going to try to get a game out before Persona 4 Revival, and Metaphor has kind of been on the back burner. It's the one that like everyone thinks has been coming to Switch 2 for years since it was announced. People thought it was going to come to Switch, but then it didn't. Can't wait for whiny fanboys to have a meltdown over this direct. It's inevitable. Yeah, they're going to show like one too many remasters or whatever, and people are going to be like, Nintendo is doomed. They're not going to show the 3D Mario, and Nintendo Land's going to be like, did Nintendo forget about Mario? Ooh. That should be one of my bingo That should be one of my bingo slots, is no 3D Mario. Can I do... I'm going to do that and use his thumbnail. Hold on. How do I spell his name? I'm just going to do... Did Nintendo forget about Mario? Oh, there it is. All right, I'm going to replace Duskbloods with that. I'm gonna replace... dude. Thank you for commenting that. That was good. That was good. That's on there now. Okay. We're putting Nintendo forgot about Mario. No 3D Mario is on my list. So new Switch 2 editions, that's for any game. I'm thinking off the top of my head, what are games that could use a Switch 2 edition that I didn't include specifics of? what game would they try to repackage and resell to me as a consumer? Because that's all it is. This is just for consumers. What? Well, let's look at like highest selling Switch games. Highest selling Switch games. If I can spell. Let's see. Mario, Pokemon, Zelda, Splatoon, Ring Fit. Ring Fit sold more than Kirby? That's crazy. Oh, Pikmin 4 Deluxe, Switch 2 edition, I think that's a good one. They could get a Switch 2 edition. Bayonetta, they could also do like Switch 2 edition of Bayonetta 3. That's another good one. I'm trying to think of other games that could get Switch 2 editions, but I think those two, if they wanted to, they could do a Switch 2 edition or a Switch 2 upgrade for Fire Emblem Three Houses to try to drive a little more Three Houses sales before Fortune's Weave comes out this year. I think that's about it. Yeah, I think Pikmin Switch 2 editions are probably the move for this one, for new Switch 2 editions. That seems realistic to me. Ocarina of Time remake, obviously. I'm super excited for that, assuming it's real. I've wanted that to be real since day one. Genshin Impact, I've already talked about why I think that could come over. Nintendo's forgotten about Mario. No 3D Mario. That's the first like anti-spot on my card. That's like, this thing's not happening. Like everything else is things I want to happen. This is something that's not happening. Xenoblade 2 Switch 2 edition, please, because I've been putting off playing that game for so long because I know they're going to do it eventually. Any mention of Zelda's 40th, I think, is a pretty solid get. Final Fantasy VII Revelation, I think we'll get a trailer either in a sizzle reel or its own like shortened, condensed trailer, just so like hardcore Nintendo fans know it's coming. Smash Bros. Switch 2 edition, I think, is another good. It's another good one. I mean, they need some kind of Smash on Switch, and I don't think we're getting a new Smash till 27 or 28. Like, I don't think we are. So I think they might do like a Switch 2 edition, better graphics, another Fighter's Pass, or even just like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Deluxe for Switch 2 that like maybe no new Fighter Pass, but it's like $80 and it combines all of the DLC, which if that happens, don't let anybody tell you that that's, oh, it's an $80 game. Oh my gosh, that's so expensive. It's like, yeah, but Fighters Pass 1 was $25 and Fighters Pass 2 was $30. So you're looking at condensing $55 down to $20 for all the DLC fighters. Like, if you already own Smash, that's not for you. That's for people who don't own Smash. Like, people who just got into the Switch, the Nintendo ecosystem with Switch 2, and they want to play Smash, you can pick up that and all the DLC. I think is good. Jedi Fallen Order / Jedi Survivor. I think one of those is pretty solid. EA needs another game on Switch too. And they have dev kits, so it's not like they don't have them. Mario Kart World DLC I think is pretty self-explanatory, even though I don't think it's necessary. Well, it is kind of necessary because I haven't played Mario Kart World in, gosh, 3 months? 4 months? Like, it's been a while since I've played Mario Kart World. Now, granted, it's because I don't have a ton of people to play online with. But it's like, I play Mario Kart World less than I play Mario Kart 8. So, and I don't think it's a bad game. I just don't have an interest in playing it. Would anyone be mad at ARMS showing up? No. I sure would not. If they want to do ARMS Switch 2 edition, wrap it up, put some like mouse mode features in there or something. I'm down. I'm in. Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD, because if they're gonna do the Zelda thing, like for the 40th, I think they're gonna try to put something on Switch as well to take advantage of that. Because think about how, like, for the Mario anniversary, we got like Mario Wonder Switch 2 edition, right? And then we also got Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. So it's like they're going to try to capitalize on both sides of the audience. Not just like Switch 2. Even though there's like 20 million Switch 2s sold, Switch still has like 130 million on that, you know? So they're going to try to take advantage of that. I think Orbitos will get a release date. I've been tracking that one since it got revealed because I think it looks fun. I want to play it with my fiance. I think Call of Duty is going to get shown because it got shown at the Xbox showcase. But Nintendo was also like the first one to announce it. And it's the first Call of Duty coming to a Nintendo platform in like years. So I think they're going to make a big deal out of that and show it off on Switch too. Kirby, anything Kirby really, I think is a good bet. Just because we got Air Riders last year. But we don't have anything like for Switch 2. But also, Switch owners need something. Halo Campaign Evolved got shown off, and it's coming to PS5, but I heard a rumor that it was also coming to Switch 2. So maybe. Wii Switch Online. Listen, Nintendo, if you're listening to me here, if you're doing Wii to Switch Online, I need Mii Maker to be one of the games. Like, just make it a game. Like, I know it wasn't a game on the Wii, but just make it one. Fair game. Fair shake, if you will. Expedition 33, I think is, I mean, it's game of the year. One of the most overhyped games of last year, or so I've been told. I'd be interested to play it and try it for myself because I did hear it was really good. And then last but not least, Persona 6. I think Atlas will have their own little section of like, hey, Nintendo fans, buy our stuff, please. We need the money. So yeah, that's my direct board. I think they have to be showing off something interesting because they have a 95-minute treehouse after, which I will not be reacting to the treehouse because I'm already taking time off work. Excuse me, to watch the direct, and I'm not going to be reacting to the treehouse because I have to go into work as soon as I finish the stream. But I did want to do like the direct, and then like the treehouse stuff I can watch at work. So yeah, I think if we got a fraction of this stuff in a direct, that would already be a pretty solid direct. But that's just me. What are some optimal paths to bingo here? I think this row, I think these first two rows horizontally are both pretty primed for a bingo. I think the diagonal right here from top left to bottom right is primed for a good bingo. Same for top right to bottom left. I think is also primed for a bingo. Let's see. What else is like, oh, that's good. I feel like those are the only ones that are like the most realistic. In terms of like raw copium, right down the middle, I think is another good one. So I guess we'll find out tomorrow. I will have this pulled up on my phone. And I'll be charting it off on my phone tomorrow as we watch the direct. So, yeah, that's all I got, guys. The middle row, top to bottom, is probably likely. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that's unrealistic. Have they ever announced a new NSO system in a June direct? I don't know. Have they ever gone 9 months without a direct? Only during COVID. Even then, they still had some direct sprinkled in there. So, like, yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see. I'm interested to see how it all shakes out. And I think it will be a good direct regardless. But it does need to be something, because I'm not going to lie, I was a little impressed with the PlayStation event. I watched the State of Play last week, and after watching the State of Play, I was like, shoot, dude, PlayStation got games. We can't make fun of PS5 not having games anymore. Like, they pulled out a couple pretty decent exclusives out of that. So I think that one was good. Summer Games Fest was good, but that was a little more like multi-platform. And the Xbox Showcase was actually kind of good. A hot take. I was having a conversation with someone about this today, about like Xbox pivoting back to doing exclusives, and I was like, I'm actually really proud of Xbox for bringing back exclusives and trying to, like, Asha Sharma trying to save the brand. I'm like, you know what? Good for you. Like, yeah, get out there, save the brand, do what you can, like, bring back exclusives, because everyone likes to tout, like, Nintendo, and I feel like this is especially bad with Nintendo fans, right? And that was the crazy thing, is like the person I was talking to was a Nintendo fan, or is a Nintendo fan, and we were going back and forth about like Nintendo, or like it's bad for Xbox to have exclusives because they need the exposure. And I'm like, yeah, I see that, but on the flip side, like, we talk about how Nintendo has all of these big exclusives, and that's why people watch Directs, and that's why people buy Switch 2s. And it's interesting to see that I think the other platforms have recognized that and are now walking back their, like, PlayStation is walking back, bringing their games to PC, and Xbox is walking back, bringing their games to PlayStation and Switch. Like, they almost decided, like, oh wait, if we want to sell consoles and not be obsolete, we need to have good exclusives, because that's what's selling the Switch 2. Like, some people obviously are buying it for the third parties and the fact that you can take it on the go, but there are, like, a majority of people are buying it because they want to play Donkey Kong, they want to play Mario Kart, they want to play, Kirby Air Riders, Metroid Prime 4, like, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. Like, that's why people buy a Switch 2. And they know, oh, I'm going to get a new 3D Mario, I'm going to get a new 3D Zelda, I'm going to get a new Smash Bros. Like, so that's why people buy Nintendo consoles, and I think the other platforms are finally picking up on that, of this is how we sell systems, and this is how we do what we need to do. So shout out to Xbox for getting their act together. I thought their presentation was pretty good, and I do think Game Pass is going to slowly kill Xbox if they don't get rid of it or make it bonkers expensive to make it like it's just worth it to buy the game as opposed to getting Game Pass. But yeah, that's my direct bingo. As you can see, we will see how this all shakes out tomorrow. But for now, I'm going to dip out and get ready for the morning. I'm going live at 8:45, I believe. Is the scheduled time for that? Let me look. Yes, 8:45. So it's 15 minutes before the direct. So that gives me a 5-minute lead in, and then that gives me a 5-minute lead in, and then a 10-minute, like, let's discuss how we're feeling this morning, how's everybody doing, that kind of stuff, and then the direct will start. So that is all I've got. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I will see you guys in the morning. If you're watching on YouTube, the stream will automatically kick you to where you need to go. Anyone else, I'll be live again at 8:45 watching the direct, and we'll see how it goes. So that's all I have for now. Until next time, peace out.